on Unhinged Bible Stories, we have Saul on the road to Damascus. This is Saul. He did not like Christians. Long time ago, there were a bunch of people that were trying to hurt all of the Christians around him. Saul was one of them. He thought Christians were wrong and that they shouldn't believe in Jesus. Right? Is that right, Saul? Yeah, that's right. Now, this is what happened. On the road to Damascus, he's walking, he's minding his own business, when all of a sudden, a blinding light came from the sky. And then Saul, he's blinded by the light, and he falls backwards. And then he hears this from heaven. He hears, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? And Saul gets up and he says, oh my Lord, who is this? And he says, this is Jesus whom you are persecuting. Saul meets Jesus in this moment. And he says, what am I supposed to do? And Jesus says, go to Ananias and he will heal you. And the light is gone. But Saul cannot see. He is blind. So he hobbles to the city and tries to find the person that's going to help him. When all of a sudden, Ananias, who is a believer in Jesus, is praying and he hears, Ananias. And Ananias is like, oh, what's going on? He says, there's a man coming to meet you. He is blind and you are going to restore his sight. And I'm going to use him to preach my word. And Ananias is like, okay. Now, Saul meets Ananias. And he's stumbling around. He's like, I can't see, help me. And Ananias looks and says, I am here to heal you because God has told me to. So Ananias prays for Saul. He goes like that, and scales, like lizard scales, fall off his eyes. They just peel off just like that. And at that point, Saul can see. And he says, oh, praise the Lord. And Ananias leads Saul to Jesus. And Saul's name does not stay Saul. Do you know who he becomes? His name becomes Paul. Paul went to write most of the New Testament that we read today. He's a super important person in the Bible. And just like how Jesus reached out into Saul's life, Jesus is reaching out into your life. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter who you've hurt. It doesn't matter how bad you think you are. Jesus wants to reach you just like he reaches Saul. And all you have to do is believe in Jesus, and he will absolutely change your life for the better. God bless, and lean on Jesus today.